In the early hours of the morning, the motorways are less busy. But while others sleep, there are plenty of chances about keeping the cops on the go. PC's Jess Rojek and Alan Coleman have been on duty for 11 hours and are approaching the end of their shift.
You're looking forward to getting into your bed at sort of 7, 7:15. But you have to be aware that obviously something can happen and you need to be prepared to deal with that.
The car in front is putting paid to their thoughts of hitting the sack.
It was right at the end of the night shift and I just saw this vehicle and it was literally your textbook. This is a drink driver.
Best to have a chat with him to see what's going on. There are certain people on the road who commit offences who try and look to commit those offences or risk it when they think the police are probably at their most busiest or won't be about, and probably sort of 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning they think that we're all tied up with paperwork or just getting ready to go home.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Stopped you because you were wandering a little bit in the motorway.
I was a bit tired.
Have you had a drink today?
No, yeah, I went to a friend's party and...
You've had a drink?
Yeah, I've had a couple of drinks.
OK, mate, just come and have a seat in our police car for a sec. He's had a drink, he has, this bloke.
I can see straight away that he's staggering and it's just obvious that he's had a drink.
The question is, just how much has he had?
Morning.
Hi.
How are you?
I can hardly walk.
How much have you had to drink then?
I had a couple of pints at a friend's party.
A couple? Right.
I know how someone acts when they're over the drink drive limit. I know how it smells on the breath. I know how their eyes are glazed and you just know.
I require you to provide me with a specimen of breath into the roadside breath test device. Are you willing to provide that? Yeah. OK.
Long blow, go on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, you did it, that was quick, didn't it? Oh, feel.
OK, you've failed. It's a measurement of 56. The legal limit is 35, so that's a fair way above.
And this man in particular should know better.
What do you do?
His toughness.
The job that he does, you know, I'm sure he's dealt with a number of patients and victims of serious road collisions, which could well have been caused by drink drivers. You know, so he's seen the other end of it. He's seen the consequences of it.
One of the consequences this time is a trip to the police station for a further breath test. And until he gets there, he won't be allowed to use his phone.
Can you switch our phone off for us?
Just need to let my girlfriend know, is it?
Sorry? Now, switch your phone off, please.
I need to let my girlfriend know she's got...
Switch the phone off. You're under arrest, you can't have contact with anyone, all right, until you get to the police station.
You haven't arrested me.
Yes, we have arrested you.
No, you haven't.
Give me the phone.
Understand?
Give me the phone. You're not contacting anyone. You're under arrest.
Listen.
You can do that from the police station. We'll take him to the police station now, put him on a more accurate machine. That'll tell us what exactly he's got. He can hardly stand up then. He tripped over there. Danger on the road, to be honest with you, to other road users. People like that shouldn't be on the road. What's more shocking about it than anything else is that he's a nurse. You take the risk, and you've got a risk that we won't find you. And on this occasion, we did. So at those times, you just never know where we are. And we could just be in the weirdest place at the weirdest time, which will be the right time for us and the wrong time for you.
20 miles away in Birmingham, the medic in trouble for drinking and driving is now in custody. But because of his profession, an unpleasant surprise is in store for him.
What do you do for a living?
I work for the NHS.
What do you do for them?
I'm a deputy manager.
Okay, because you informed me that you are a registered nurse, I have to tell you that this is a notifiable occupation and West Midlands Police may have to notify your employer of your detention, of your arrest, okay?
It's not looking good. A driving ban is looming, and his job may be on the line, even if he passes the second breath test.
A notifiable occupation is someone who's in a position of trust, and as a member of the NHS, you're one of those people. So therefore, what would happen is when you're convicted at court, in fact not even convicted at court, when you're arrested, we will inform your employer that you've been arrested and what the offence is.
Sorry, I don't make very good entertainment. I'm not as dramatic as they can.
Okay, you're up. Let's go. So hold the tube here, and off you go when you're ready.
For PC Rojek, drinking and driving is a no-brainer.
Keep going, keep going.
Totally unacceptable.
That's it, keep it going.
I personally couldn't live with myself if I'd took someone's life because I couldn't be bothered to get a taxi home or make alternative arrangements. So.
Well, the legal limit's 35, okay? You get anything over that, you got a bit of trouble.
Although he blew 56 at the roadside, the result of the more accurate breath test is the one that's used in court.
Right.
He's still more than 40% over the limit, but he has the option of one more test.
Because you've blown between 40 and 50, you do have an option, if you wish to do so, to have it replaced by a specimen of blood.
It's another chance to get off, but a slim one.
That's your choice.
What is a specimen of blood?
You want to give a specimen of blood? Okay.
You're going to let the sarge know.
The blood alcohol level in the body goes down by roughly 7 points an hour, but this extra test usually comes up positive as well.
In my experience, in the last few drink drivers that I've had who've gone to blood, they've all come back over the limit anyway. So maybe it's a bit of a waste of time in doing it. Really, it's a second chance that's wasted when you could just charge them and send them to court anyway.
Each blood test costs around £80 and is paid for by the police. The option to go to blood was introduced when breathalyzers were not as accurate as they are today. Because of this, a recent government report is proposing that these tests are abolished.
Right, follow me, please. Which cell number? 4.
It'll be at least 3 hours before he's sober and free to go, and up to 6 weeks before he knows the results of his blood test.
If you can just pop your shoes off and just leave them outside.
It's been an extra long stretch of duty, and PC Rojek is ready for some shut-eye.
It's coming up to 5 to 8 in the morning. So at the best part of 2 hours at the end of a 12-hour shift. So we've done a 14-hour shift.
While PC's Rojek and Coleman turn in, the day shift cops have already turned out. The medic, who was drunk at the wheel, was fined £200, had to pay £95 costs, and was disqualified from driving for 12 months.